Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you a slightly different vlog for tomorrow's horse race in action. I'll be previewing the card at Wincanton, and you may ask why am I doing that? That's because I work at Wincanton on their race days. I started about a month ago now when they had their first race meeting for the season, and I work there doing their social media reporting on their Facebook, Instagram and Twitter accounts. So if you want to follow me throughout the day, check out their official social media pages where I'll be doing lots of uploads and cool things from behind the scenes. So looking forward to that there. And those of you that know, when I've been working there, the day before I have given you my preview of the card there. Tomorrow it's not the greatest card that they've ever had there. The last two have been quite good days, with obviously Badger Ale's day last time out. That was a very good exciting day, but we only got two winners that day. So hopefully we can have a not a bad day tomorrow. I think there's a few interesting races there at Wincanton tomorrow, and hopefully we can get some winners from there. I'll just reflect quickly on how today's selections ran. We normally do the Each Way Lucky 15 format, and today we had one winner in the end. The nap saved us with Second Thought at Kempton in the 640. The nap there was at 5-1, and that wasn't a bad price considering the rest of our selections were terrible today, which all focused at Chepstow. But Chepstow can sometimes be quite a difficult track, because it's got a long home straight. Also as well, it's quite hilly. It's a good stretch of stamina, and you can sometimes get a few surprise results there. And it was kind of one of those days a little bit today. Our first selection was Tangley. Final SP in the end was 7-1 when we backed it at 15-8. No one really fancied it. Travelled okay for a lot of the race, but then when it got into the home straight, it was always being ridden for pressure, and the writing was on the wall with that one. Nanceroy was quite well backed in the end. I think it went off joint favourite or favourite, and that fell when it probably was going to be beaten when it turned in towards the home straight, so that was disappointing there. And we also as well did Filet de Trump again for Evan Williams and Mitchell Bastion. That one travelled okay, but was really outpaced coming into the home straight, so a bit of a frustrating day really today. I was really confident about some of those selections as well, and it was quite disappointing really, but hopefully we can have a good day at Wincanton tomorrow. And I'll also give you a selection as well for another horse that I think will run a good race tomorrow. It would be my nap away from Wincanton, so stay tuned for that one, and I'll check that in at the end of the video. But the first race tomorrow at Wincanton starts off in the 12:20, and we're going with a horse tomorrow that I think might have a good outside chance in this race. It's called Kentford Myth. It's currently 9-1 at the moment, trained by Seamus Mullins, whose horses have been running not too badly. Andrew Thornton takes the ride. Now this jockey Andrew Thornton is a bit of an old timer now. He's got over 1,000 winners, which he rode at Wincanton last year, and he's got quite a good relationship on this horse. He's won a couple of times on this horse over this course and distance, so I thought that would bode well for it tomorrow. Also as well, I thought it was quite well handicapped off a mark of 95 on its old form, where it won actually at Wincanton off a mark of 107, so it's dropped down the handicap a little bit, and I thought it could be well handicapped in this sphere, and maybe could be an outsider really to run a good race at the kind of price. It's quite a poor race. I thought maybe the next Schofield ride tomorrow, I think it's called Daytime Head, that could be the main danger, or definitely be the one to beat anyway. But I thought this one could definitely go well in the first race. So that's going to be the first selection there at Wincanton in the 12:20 in the first race there, Kentford Myth. The second selection is a horse called Fou Et Sage. It's trained by Harry Whittington. His only ride that he's got send into Wincanton tomorrow, and he uses the services of Harry Bannister tomorrow, who's quite a good young upcoming jockey. But I thought this horse had a very good chance to run a good race. It was a valiant performance last time out behind a horse called Elgin at Ascot, which went and won in the big handicap at the weekend at Cheltenham, so the form is quite good there, and it wasn't that far beaten in the end. So I thought this horse tomorrow at 4-1 could maybe potentially run a good race, and it's been dropping down the handicap marks a bit, but I thought it could be well handicapped in this field tomorrow to run a good race, and I thought 4-1 wasn't a bad price there. The third selection tomorrow is in the 125, and this is going to be the nap for tomorrow. It's called Water Wagtail. It's trained by Emma Lavelle, and Nick Schofield takes the ride, who's got a very good strike rate when it comes to riding at Wincanton. I believe he's in about the top 5 or 6 jockeys, so he rides this track quite well in recent years, and I thought Wagtail at 7-2 wasn't a bad bet there. It won last time out on its seasonal reappearance at Warwick, and not bad style in the end, beating some good horses. It's given a little bit of weight around tomorrow, but I shouldn't mind the conditions too much. It is meant to rain overnight, and the ground will probably change a little bit, maybe at Wincanton. It could be soft to heavy in places. It's currently being described as soft, but it'd be interesting to see how much the rain has affected. But tomorrow it might dry out a little bit as the day goes on, because the weather's not meant to be too bad in the day tomorrow, so it'd be interesting to see what the ground is like at Wincanton, and stay tuned on the social media outlets to find out the latest going. So that's the third selection tomorrow, and the nap as well, Wagtail. The fourth selection in the 2 o'clock is a horse called I See You Well. It's trained again by Seamus Mullins, and Jamie Moore takes the ride tomorrow, who normally rides for his dad Gary. But this horse again I thought was quite interesting. Again it's 15-2, and it ran a valiant effort again at Ascot last time out, where it ran behind a horse called Benatar, which was subsequently won earlier in the week at Plumpton, and I thought maybe it could go well at a price of 15-2 in this field. And it's a bit of a tricky race, but I thought maybe this could be the one that maybe could provide a little bit of value in the race, and I thought 15-2 wasn't bad there, and it's going to be also in receipt of some weight. So that's the fourth selection in the 2 o'clock. The fifth selection's in the 2:35, and I'm going with a horse here called Captain Cattistock, ridden tomorrow by Harry Cobden, who's getting plenty of rides now that Sam Twiston-Davis is sidelined due to a little injury he's picked up. He rides with Paul Nicholls tomorrow, who we actually haven't picked a horse yet for him, but I thought this one could definitely go well tomorrow, and he normally has a winner every meeting at Wincanton. Paul Nicholls, it finished fourth last time on its rules debut at Chepstow, where it ran on quite well in the end, and it meets a horse that it met against in that race called Canaletto. And I thought that horse Canaletto, even though it did run, Canelo I should say, did run well for Alan King at Chepstow, but I thought maybe it was running out of steam coming towards the end, and this horse tomorrow, Captain Cattistock, the way that it ran on, it's going up in trip as well by a couple of furlongs, should appreciate it. I thought that could be the pick there, and could be the value at 13-2. In the last race, it's quite maybe a one horse race really, with the likes of Dalaman for Neil Mulholland, who is looking for a hat-trick, but I thought Sky of Stars was interesting, considering the way he finished at Leicester the other day from a mile back to finish second, the way he plugged on, beating some not bad rated horses, and I thought 7-1 wasn't a bad outside chance tomorrow. I thought Dalaman was maybe a little bit too short for me at 3-10 on, and I thought 7-1 could be the value, trained by Barry Brennan and uses the services of Mr. J. Naylor in this amateur and conditions race. I thought maybe he could go well, and he could be dangerously well handicapped. So that's the selections for Wincanton tomorrow. The nap elsewhere at Market Rasen is in the 1:10 with a horse called Arthur's Gift, trained by Nigel Twiston-Davis, uses the services of Tom Humphreys, 4-1. Could be still dangerously well handicapped after its easy win at Worcester last time out, and that's the selection there. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Lucky Loaders 15. Also as well, follow us on Twitter and Facebook under the same name. Gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.